Hey, welcome to ZDNet. I'm Jason Heiner. Today, we're talking to Chris Balsick, the head of Samsung's mobile business division, about how Samsung is helping different industries like banking, retail, and law enforcement to rethink work in this post-pandemic age. So, Chris, tell us about some of the most interesting scenarios you all are seeing.
There's still a tremendous momentum shift moving out of the brick and mortar banks, bringing your investments and your banking to the end user, the customers, you and I. And what we're seeing is the use of, say, like a foldable solution that we have, like the Fold 3, and we're driving these mainstream, where we're actually giving, the banker, the investment, the wealth manager, new capabilities that are changing how they're actually doing their jobs with their own customers. We're seeing changes in healthcare, digital health, remote patient monitoring, home telehealth, where we're working with our partner ecosystem to provide a strong, digital platform for a variety of different software solutions. So marrying our hardware with our partner software to give companies like Medtronic or the U.S. Department of Veteran Affairs a really stable, secure, productive platform to reach to their patients that may not have immediate access to medical support or attention that they need. So two quick examples in the banking and the healthcare side where we're really driving new innovative solutions to really address some real world problems.
So let's double click on foldables a little bit since you brought those up. What are some of the instances where you see companies deploying foldables to provide certain capabilities, advantages, the opportunity to do something more than what's capable with sort of the standard handheld mobile device? Can you share some examples of really interesting deployments of foldables with some of the customers you work with?
Well, again, we're seeing a lot of our customers starting to kind of get interested. The banking industry has really been kind of a leading edge for us in the wealth management, especially those that deal with the high net worth individuals. The Fold is an ideal fit for a lot of these executives that they're on the go, where they have like almost a 2-in-1, a 3-in-1 type of capability. The Fold is that ultimate experience for next level productivity, enabling the wealth managers, the executives, the senior managers, to go from a seemingly a standard smartphone or an ultra-sized smartphone, fold it open, and now you've got almost a 7.5, almost an 8-inch tablet display that allows you to go from just texting and making phone calls to actually reviewing presentations and even Excel spreadsheets, giving you a much more capability than you had before. Decisions are faster. You can use multiple apps side by side, video conferencing in the flex mode where you can have video conference going hands-free, taking notes with your S Pen, your stylus. So it's giving you a lot more than just a standard smartphone. And then you couple that with our Samsung DeX, and then with a monitor, keyboard, and a mouse, you get a full desktop PC experience using the full device. So that's a really strong example. We're getting a lot of momentum, especially in the retail banking side of the house. We're starting to have other industries, again, with that multi-capability functionality, starting to kind of embrace the foldable. We're seeing a little bit of that in healthcare, especially on the practitioner side, and then in certain other industries in the federal government, where again they're trying to decrease the total cost of ownership, moving from a phone, a tablet, a PC, downsizing to a single device.
How about you mentioned some of these uses, very kind of knowledge worker kind of uses. Are there other ones? You also mentioned attracting talent. Can you provide some examples where these aren't just sort of executives or C-level folks, but it's usually using the foldables as a way to attract a broader scope of talent as well?
Yeah, certainly. And again, probably less with our foldable, but certainly it has applicability here. But working closely with the likes of a Walmart in their connected associate program, where really this program, which started a year ago, originated with their HR department. Didn't come out of the CIO or the chief technology officer, but really was a program aimed at retaining talent, decreasing attrition across the Walmart stores. So working closely with our partners and Walmart, created a solution using our Xcover Pro, kind of a rugged portfolio, to give that associate, that retail associate, a device that they could use at work, and then they can also take it home and use it personally. So it was a device that they could use for both sides, and they're starting to see an increase in productivity. We've actually, Samsung's delivered over 1 million devices, huge milestone this year, where we actually delivered 1 million devices in less than a year in support of this program. And we're starting to see this type of program actually gain momentum in other large big box brands. So we put now a whole program together that's similar to the Connected Associate program for Walmart, and moving that into other arenas in the retail space. But again, this is really to address, that top talent requirement, that we've got this whole new class of employees that are incredibly reliant on technology, and they're looking for new technology to keep them interested and to help them do their jobs.
Very good. How about, foldables? One more question on foldables, which is that the challenge with foldables has been, especially the fold, has been cost. How much of a priority is it for Samsung to bring the cost of especially the fold, the more ambitious of the foldable devices, to bring that cost down, to make it more accessible, to make it more able to attract more companies to experiment with use cases?
Yeah, I mean, it is always something that we are very interested in doing, to make sure that we're putting a cost-effective solution in the hands of our end users. I think there's a lot of discussion on how companies are now looking at their technology and their technology investments. We've seen through a couple different studies that about 2/3 of the CFOs are really being very deliberate in their new mobile technology investments. If we can provide them a solution like the foldable, where it gives you maybe a 3-in-1 option, where you can actually decrease costs and not having to provide a PC, a tablet, and a device, or some type of subsidy for a device, we start to drive the total cost of ownership down quite a bit. We've done some of that, kind of moving away from the fold, but like our DeX in car for law enforcement, where we saw a dramatic, drop in total cost in our ability to provide them an Xcover Pro device that's cradled with a keyboard and a monitor, as opposed to having a hardened PC and a device and a cradle point in the car. We've dropped the price by 60-70% per vehicle for law enforcement. So we're demonstrating that in seemingly a smaller form factor, but absolutely is capable with as much or more computing power than a lot of the PCs that are out there, that we're providing a single device that has multiple attributes that can cover the waterfront of multiple other devices. So total cost of ownership, we're starting to demonstrate how performance, cost of a single device can offset the cost of many devices.